welcome back to another YouTube video. And in today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about how to respect yourself and what it really means. So let's roll into this video. Okay, guys, so I think respecting yourself, the first step to really know how to respect yourself, whether you're a young adult or not, coming into your new era when you found who you really are and what your boundaries are and how you make them. I think respecting yourself comes from those boundaries. That means that this list of do's and don'ts are how people are going to treat you. Also, people see how you treat yourself and they tend to probably treat you accordingly. So how you treat yourself, how you spoil yourself, how you value yourself, how you stand your ground, how you are unapologetically you, that is going to show someone how they can and cannot treat you, what you will and what you will not tolerate. I often think respecting yourself gets lost in caring about other people's thoughts and opinions of you. Because when you think about someone's thoughts of you doing one certain thing for your growth or whatever you want to do, before you think of, oh, I really want to do this, that is the most toxic thing that you could do to yourself. You should never place your self-respect or your self-worth or your self-compassion or value in the hands of anybody else. I don't care how much you love them. I don't care if they'll be in your life forever. You will be with you for life. You are your first best friend. You have got to think of yourself as the shit. Like, I know no other way to say it. Like, you have to think that you are literally so unfuckwittable that no one could ever try to dim your shine. No one could ever try to belittle you or disrespect you or sideline you or mistreat you or ignore you, because you instantly will cut that person off. You have to have so much love for yourself and know, I'll be fine without this person. I don't necessarily need them to live. Like, they're cool. This would be cool, but I don't need this to wake up in the morning. All you need is you to wake up in the morning. And maybe your mom, because, you know, we love them. When we think about self-respect, what does that really mean? I think to me, that means a person who stands on business, stands to their morals, sticks to their boundaries, and does not tolerate people who choose to overstep their boundaries. I think in order to be able to cut people off, no matter who they are, you have to have so much self-love and self-confidence within yourself. And I know personally that is definitely so hard when you are first trying. You could easily lose value in yourself when someone is talking down to you, whether it be a romantic relationship, a platonic relationship, or a familial relationship. It's very easy to lose yourself in loving someone else, and especially to the degree that we love people. It is very hard to think I love them so much and I respect them so much and I would never do this to them, but they did that to me, but they don't respect me, but they don't love me this much. How did that happen? And I think the imbalance in relationships is something we really have to look inside ourselves to fix. I know that for a while I was very much giving myself compassion and my self-worth and all of my energy to other people who did not deserve it or give it back to me. And it took me a while to realize that I really have to conserve my energy for those who give energy to me. Because if they're giving energy to me, this is a person who wants reciprocal energy just like I do and values that. And I can't give that back because I've given all my energy to someone who doesn't deserve it. What am I left with? I'm left empty. And when I'm empty, who's going to fill me up but me? You have to remember that no one is going to swoop under you and save your life. I have said this before, but no one is going to do that, y'all. Stop waiting for the white horse. It's literally not coming. Okay, it is always best to be independent, even if the fucking horse does come. Let's say Pegasus without wings struts in, someone's on top of it. It's the person you've always wanted to see, and they just come to coddle you. You don't want to be coddled. You don't want to be babied. You want to be fucking independent. You want to have every relationship in your life be like, okay, this relationship is cool. I value them a lot. This is long term. I love them. They love me. But if they switched up on me one day or started talking about me, it is what it is. If someone is talking about you guys, you should really be happy because you're the talk of the town. You live rent free in their head. You don't pay no water, no gas, no bills, nothing. They're just talking about you. They're worried about you. You should never feel bad when people are talking about you. You're the topic. You're it. You're the main character of their life. How fucked up is that? Let them sit with that. Let that thought go. Who cares? But also, I think self-respect is greatly tied to how we carry ourselves also. So let's say for me, I used to wear a lot of hair colors. I used to wear like diamonds in my eyes, fake piercings, cuts on my eye. I used to do a lot of stuff like that. I didn't have a lot of self-respect back then. I'm not saying that that means that you don't, but for me, it did. Like this, the one you're seeing right now, this is me. This is Jazz. And I feel like as I'm walking around as myself now, when I'm being myself actively in everyday life, I have respect for myself and the way I carry myself, the way I talk, the way I treat people. Because let me tell you one thing, you can be as pretty as you want. You can have body T, whatever. But if you don't treat people kindly and you don't treat others as you wish to be treated, no matter what has happened to you, your trauma is not an excuse to traumatize someone else. Go to therapy. We're adults. Grow up. You are only as pretty as you treat people. Remember that. I think self-respect also can navigate how you deal with any situation. I think self-respect is the point of view that awakens when a situation you just know is like something's different happening, like something's not good for me. I'm gonna just walk away. I'm gonna just leave. I'm gonna just not respond. I'm gonna just back up. I'm gonna do what I need to do. I can't fix it on this person. I can't build them up in my head. I see them for who they are now. I think self-respect helps you do that. Self-respect definitely diminishes, even for me personally, diminishes our ability to fall in love with someone's potential instead of who they are in actuality. Like my self-respect will be like, okay, you know what? He leaves you undelivered for hours. He doesn't prioritize you. You don't really know what you are. You have to question what you are. Walk the fuck away. And I walk the fuck away. Back then, when I didn't have any self-respect, I'd be like, oh, but you know, he's so cute. And he replies sometimes, and we send each other just back and forth. And we meet up every 2 weeks. And he says he misses me, but he's just so busy that he just can't find time for me in his schedule. But he texts me all day. What? What? Get a grip. Get a fucking grip. Also, what's helped me gain self-respect or be more in tune with my self-respect and knowing my worth is praying. Like I pray to God about everything. Like if you ever think you about to come at me, get me mad, or I'm about to crash out, no, I'm about to get on my knees and pray. You will be dealt with, and I will have nothing to do with it. My self-respect prevents me from sending paragraphs. My self-respect prevents me from leaving voicemails. My self-respect prevents me from spinning the block on some shit I knew wasn't right and left. Like that's what my self-respect does. And I feel like not a lot of people are in tune with their self-respect because they don't really love themselves. And I think that the journey to loving yourself is even harder than the journey to navigating self-respect, because loving yourself means you have to really know yourself. Honestly, y'all, I didn't know myself till I was 19. I'm 19, y'all. Currently, I am literally 19. Like, so don't worry about when you don't know yourself. Some people don't know themselves till they're 40. Some people don't know themselves till they're 55. And that's okay. Because the moment that you realize that you know yourself and this is how you want to look and this is what you like, this is what you dislike, this is what you desire in a relationship, this is what you want to accept, this is the ice cream you like, this is the movies you like, these are the clothes you like, this is your style. The moment you figure that out, that's such a beautiful thing. Like I don't care what age you at. If you're 65 and you're just figuring out that you want to keep your hair all gray instead of continuously dyeing it black to look younger, or if you're 30 and realize that your friend group is really toxic and y'all just not on the same mindset anymore, they're still childish, that's completely fine. Let them go. Do what you want. It is never too late in your life to do what you want and to embrace who you are. I'm literally sitting here making content. Like I don't care. There are people watching me. I don't care. There are monitoring spirits. I don't really care. I don't care. What I'm gonna do is spread my creativity because that's what I want to do. Because I found out who Jazzlyn was. I didn't always know who I was. So if you are struggling to figure out who you really are, you don't really know what you want to do, or you want to, let's just say, lose the weight, get that job, let go of that person, leave that friendship, you can do it. You have the full autonomy to leave any train at any time. You do not have to stay on just because you bought a ticket. Self-respect also means that you don't talk down to yourself. I think one of the most important parts of being a human, not just being a young adult, being a human, period, is knowing that the first battle you'll have to fight is mental. The first voices you'll have to quiet are the voices inside your own head. Your first enemy can sometimes be you, and you have got to change the way you talk to yourself. You have got to change the way that you view yourself. You have got to change your habits. You don't want to be lazy. You don't want to keep that weight on your body. You do not want to stay in that relationship. You want better treatment. You want a better house. You want a better apartment. You want to help out your mom. You want to learn a new skill. These are things you want to do, so you have to do them. We only get one life. I don't care what you believe. We only get one life, y'all. We got one shot at this. Do you really want to spend it living for someone else? Do you really want to spend it not loving yourself in the body that you're in? Do you really want to spend it never looking in the mirror? That is outrageous. You have to learn to look in the mirror. I think that self-love and self-respect both come with how you see yourself. How do you perceive yourself before others perceive you? Before you think about outside factors, think about inside factors. Maybe you need to get closer to God to do that. I know that for me personally, that was my struggle. I grew up Christian, very in the church, but I chose to find God my own way. Like, he literally had to come to me. And sometimes God will put you right at rock bottom just so you can know that you need him. And since then, I've been able to just be myself. Like, I have been able to handle myself with care and spoil myself and love myself and treat myself and prioritize myself and do what I want and post what I want on my stories for Instagram for nobody to see but me. It's literally for my entertainment. Like, you have free reign over your life, and I wish that you would use it to accomplish the things that you think are only a dream. Dreams can turn into reality, but you got to get up and you got to work for it. That means you got to have the self-respect for yourself to do it. You want to have the self-respect to say, you know, I want to bring this dream into reality. I want to bring my Pinterest board to life. Like, have the self-respect to tell yourself, I want the apartment. I want the cute little dog. I want to pay off my student loans. I want to go to the gym, not for anyone else, but for me. Like, I want that aesthetic. You can go get that aesthetic. There's no one stopping you. No one gets in your way more than you. I'm telling you, if you don't change how you speak to yourself, if you don't handle yourself with care, if you don't treat yourself, if you don't love yourself, don't expect anyone else to. Self-respect also means leaving situations that you know aren't good for you in 10 years. Would your future self want you to be dealing with that? Would your future self want you to be dealing with that man? Would your future self want you to be with that toxic friend? Would your future self still want you to be overextending yourself to that narcissistic family member? Would your future self want you to tell yourself, I hate you every day in the mirror? No, they wouldn't. They want what's best for you. So why not do things that are best for you? Why not have the self-respect and the self-love and the common sense to do exactly what you want to do? You have freedom. You have control of your mind and your body and your spirit. You have control of who gets your energy and who does not. You have the choice to walk away. You don't owe them an explanation. The explanation was in the disrespect that they gave you. The closure was in the silence they left you with. You have got to move on. You have got to let go. You have got to choose yourself. Pick yourself up. Have the self-respect to pick yourself up and not need to lean on somebody, borrow something, call somebody to cry. You don't really need that, because at the end of the day, you came into this world with yourself. By yourself. How are you going to let you down? Self-respect is key to a healthy mindset and a healthy life. It may take time to build it up, but you just have to have the courage, and also you got to be fed up. Sometimes you just got to be fed up. Sometimes you just got to say, I'm not taking this shit. I'm done with you. Yeah, it's over. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you just really have to want to make the change randomly. And sometimes it'll happen on a random Tuesday morning. And sometimes you can plan it out on a Thursday when you don't have work or school, whatever. But you have the complete choice and freedom to rebrand yourself, love yourself, and cherish yourself whenever you would like. And I hope that you would like to do that now. Okay, guys, so that's the end of this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. This was short. Also, do y'all like my hair? I styled it. And stuff, you know what I'm saying? A little something different for y'all, a little something different. But remember to like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on my other socials at jazzlinboswell, and follow Closet Truths that's in my bios. And I hope that you feel encouraged from this video, and I hope that you practice protecting your peace and that you maintain your self-respect and learn to love yourself as you are and for who you want to be. Okay, guys, have a blessed evening, day, or night, or whatever time you're watching this. Bye.
Where's my mind? Maybe it's in the gutter where I left my lover. What an expensive fake. My V is falling.